Super happy to be here at the Duracell project. I've got something really exciting to show Yanni and Matt today.
All right, so today is very exciting and we're also very nervous because Dave has come by, Dave from Axo Nobel. A while back, Yanni and I started going through the agonizing process of trying to decide what color that we want to paint the boat. And we quickly figured out that what we really like was actually based on a boat that we've had in the past, 2 boats before, a couple boats ago, and we wanted it to be something very similar to that color scheme. And so Dave was very helpful in that he gave us too many colors to choose from, but we finally pinned one down and gave Dave those colors that we decided on. And so tell us, Dave, what you have done for us before we reveal it.
So what we did is we sprayed out the hull color that you picked along with the boot stripe on this larger panel. And in that we used base coat, clear coat, because that's what we're going to ultimately use on the vessel itself.
Oh, okay.
And so we've clear coated this whole thing.
Cool.
And then I have a smaller panel that's representative of the deck and house color.
Oh, right on.
That way you guys can take your time and kind of lean these up against the wall, make sure this is what I really want, that I'm falling in love with it, and then also as far as interior decorating goes too, you know, when we start to pick fabrics and some other things, you'll have something to reference.
Okay, so Dave gave us a color book which had all these teeny tiny little swatches on it that showed the individual colors, and so we got to pick from these little tiny little squares. And so we have not seen this panel yet, and so we don't know what it's going to look like as a big color, and so we're very excited to see. And obviously it's going to look even crazier when it's on the big boat, but this is a surprise for everybody, Yanni and I, to see the color. So are you ready, Yanni?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
So of course cabin and decks in the vanilla. And then seafoam-ish green for the hull, and this beautiful, I thought this dark green looked really nice as a complementary boot stripe.
You know, honestly, when I picked it out, I thought this was black.
It's very dark green.
It's very dark green, and I like this way better.
Yeah. Everybody out there in TV land needs to know that this is going to render differently on your TV screen, on your iPhone, on your pad, whatever tablet, whatever you're using. So what we're seeing here in real life under this nice beautiful sunlight today is going to be completely different than what they see at home.
Right.
So
right.
So when they write in and say that's a horrible color, just
remember, you didn't see the real color.
You didn't see the real color.
Totally. This is awesome.
Is this what you were expecting? Well, other than the dark green, but
it is what I was expecting. It's actually a little bit more sea foamy than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a little bit more yellow, I think.
Okay.
But I really like this color, especially with this dark green. And I think it matches really well with the vanilla too.
No, the three of them together definitely look like a really nice combination.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, hang this up, lean it against the wall, live with it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And, you know, make sure it's the right choice.
Yeah.
Because repainting the boat is not a small project.
And of course, we'll take the comments and like to hear what people think. And so this is based on, the color we chose was based on, like I said, our previous boat, which was a Rough Water 36. Those of you that live in Seattle and are crossing the Ballard Bridge every day will see it on the east side of the bridge, the northeast side of the bridge. It's still there. It's a beautiful boat, beautiful color. And we wanted something very similar to that. So the plan is to have a black bottom, which I think would go well with this.
Yeah, it would.
So, awesome. Want to hear what you have to think?
I think it's kind of a bold color without being too bold in a way. It's really cheerful. The dark green boot stripe, this might be a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like maybe it's a little nod to Duracell being reborn in the forest. That dark green representing the forest. But yeah, I really like it, but I agree with Dave that let's just keep it in our living room and see if we like it over a few weeks.
See if it sticks.
See if it sticks. We have, what, 2 weeks to decide before the painting team arrives?
Yeah, but they're just gonna be sanding for a few weeks, so
Right.
we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
So the other thing I like about this is I don't think that color is going to get brutal hot. It's got some nice reflectivity. It should keep the hull nice and cool, especially in some warm climates that hopefully you guys will someday go visit.
Definitely. But you can see how much different of a color it is. It's like that. See, that's the color that I was more envisioning.
So color's super, super funny. Right now, we're getting a reflection off the top of the shed,
Yeah.
which is, through white plastic, and it's going to change your perception of what's actually there compared to just by itself with nothing else around it out here in the full sun.
Well, I love it. Yeah, so look at that. I'm excited.
All right, and back to boat work. It's time to finish the doghouse overhead, which means varnishing the deck beams. Like all the wood trim, the varnishing process starts with sanding and vacuuming, cleaning with the 2-rag method, and then applying the varnish. These deck beams will get 8 layers of varnish, and will finish with a satin matte finish. I used 220 grit sandpaper to knock down all the grain and lumps and bumps like drips and runs. To make sure that all the shiny spots have been scuffed, I then use a Scotch-Brite over the whole part. And as I get closer to the top coat, I use a finer grit sandpaper as the varnish gets thicker and flatter so that the sandpaper scratches won't show up in the final coat. The other task in finishing the doghouse ceiling is painting the white headliner panels. I put primer on these panels last year, and now it's time for them to get their final coats. First, I had to sand the primer to get a tooth, then I could apply another layer of the Interlux Interior Primer 860 and sanded it flat again. I actually wanted to roll the all grip top coat initially instead of spray it to get a more imperfect farmhouse look. I'm flattening the paint, and when I rolled it on, it looked far too imperfect. So I decided to spray, and I'm glad I did. 2 coats of flattened all grip top coat, and they look fantastic.
This is my third round of sanding on these deck beams, and I'm on the last one. And then I'll get, I'm hoping, 3 coats on today.
I waited about an hour between coats, and then after 2 coats, they looked really nice. hold it